right, so on my way to my first job of the day. Grass should be dry by now. Got my credit card below $3,000 today, so I'm happy about that. So the reason why I'm happy about that is that I know at least if I have payments through the winter, they're not going to be very big. They're going to be under $200. So I'm trying to get my payments under $100 if I can. That way it's less for me to worry about. I usually try to have the credit card cleared off by the winter, and by near the end of the winter when money starts coming in a bit, I run it up again, right? So that's usually the way I do it. So that way I'm never in a catch-22, and right now I'm kind of in the catch-22, right? But, you know, like if this month, like at the end of this month, if I could put like say another $300-400 on the credit card, that'll help me out a lot. And then that way if I have to run it up in the winter, I can. Like, this is going to sound funny, but and just understand this, you can't spend your way out of debt, but a time-saving device is what you can do, is borrow money on your credit card to make the monthly payment until your money picks up again. Dangerous way to do it, don't recommend it, but a desperation move that can be done if you get the payments low enough. So if I take out $1,000 on the credit card and my minimum monthly payments are $200, well, I could use that $1,000 to put back on it. So I'm not saving anything. I'm just prolonging the payment, right, for 5 months, right? If I don't have to do that, I will not, but it's an option. So you could be strategic with a credit card, but it's very dangerous to be strategic with a credit card. I know most of my audience would probably have cringed to just what I said. Reg, you're going to get yourself into trouble doing that. Yes, I can, but it's an option, right? So if I had to pay my rent on the credit card this month, it'll be near the end of the winter, like say March, April, right? Because usually by April, stuff starts to move again. It's just, I don't make enough to like recoup anything. Like, I'm not making full wages at that point, right? Next year might be different with a couple extra clients. We'll see. And if I'm lucky enough to pay off that trailer, which the nice thing about the trailer, if I get into a really tight spot, my buddy's like, don't worry, pay me next year. You know, it's not an obligation that has to be, like, I've paid, out of the $1,800, I'm down to $600, right? So, I might have said 500, but I'm down to 600. So that's my buddy there. So he knows the grind I'm under. He's like, no, save up your money for your winter. Because like for a long time, he didn't understand what I mean when I said I'm broke during the winter because I have nothing coming in. Like, he didn't realize my expenses, right? Because I live with my dad, so he, you know, like a lot of people, well, you live with your parent, you're not paying anything, right? No. I'm a grown man. I can't just, you know, live off of nobody, you know, live off of people for free. Oh. Trying to move out as much as I can. Very bad place to be stuck. People drive like fools around there. But the point I'm making is that if I play my cards right, I should be set up pretty well for next year. But I'm probably going to have to buy, which I may do on the credit card in the spring if it's not maxed out, is just going to buy a car on the credit card. Because if I could do like $200 a month, $300 a month on the credit card all in during my busy season, that's not so bad. That's about what I can average. But it takes up all my disposable income, so I have no emergency money, right? So right now I'm at that point where, like, once that trailer is paid off, which is another $600, the money I'd be putting aside for the trailer, you know, it might be an extra $100 a month, could be going for just getting ahead, whatever. You know, like, ideally, if you can swing it, it takes forever and a day to do, but if you can get 6 months ahead on your expenses, I know most people will laugh at the sound of that, but if you can, it makes life so much easier for you. Because then when the unexpected pops up, you're kind of ready for it. You know what I mean? And it gives you enough time to recoup that, right? Like I've said for years, if you lose, I don't care if you're making 100 grand a year, if you lose your job for more than 6 months, right, it will take you about 3 years to recuperate from that. Even if you were to get a job, probably in the same money park, you know what I mean? And you got paid almost, you know, like right away. You know, if you're out of cash for a month, you'll be surprised, you'll learn right away how much money you spend every month when money's not coming in. Because that's when everything becomes conscious, that $2 here, that $4 there. The stuff you don't see, which adds up to hundreds of dollars a month. Yeah, it does. You know what I mean? So you got to be very careful of how you put your leisure money away, right? And always have leisure money. If you have to make sacrifices, do it while you have money coming in. It's a lot easier. So when you have no money coming in, you don't have to sacrifice as much, right? So just, you know, like little tips from, you know, like, I mean, this, like I was doing good up until I bought the truck. Who's that? Hello. Glad I'm going in there. I'm gonna see who that was. I'll have to say good morning for sure. Anyway, yeah, so where am I going to the other place? No, I'm going here. I'm going here. Squeaky windows. Holy squeaky windows. But anyway, yeah, so I'll continue the video in the next shot.